What is going on? We are back with another video. And in this video, I always start like that. You guys probably know by now. I'm going to, in case you didn't notice, I have my frame inside the garage. So we're going to start short bedding it, so cutting it basically, pretty much. I have the kit right there, and it's I think you take, I believe it's 12 from the inside of the cab where the cab will lay, and then you take another 8 or 6 in the back, something like that. But it's a total of 20 inches. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty exciting. I'm excited. Finally, it's come. A lot of the taking off and taking it apart, which is fun, but it's just, you know, it's not the most interesting things ever. But you will see how I get to short bed the C20 frame into a short box. I do want to give out a cool, you know, a shout out, I guess, if that's what you call it. This past weekend I met a couple awesome people, a couple people that watched my video. So I was out in Orange Trunk Parts, and this individual came up to me and he was like, "Hey, are you the one that makes the videos?" Awesome. I was like, "Well, anybody watching my videos first and foremost?" But he said, you know, he did, and we had a good conversation. We exchanged contacts and stuff. His name is Danny, and he's in the Impala scene, obviously trucks too, but he's in an Impala team called, I believe, Travel Team, SoCal Travel Team, and they have the show quality, awesome Impalas and old school classics like that. Also, I sold my 350. I literally sold it within 24 hours or less than that, and the guy who bought it is his name is Jerry, and Jerry runs the Eastville Classic Meet every third Thursday of the month. So it's here in Eastville, California, and he was an awesome guy too. Loved talking to him and just being part of the culture. And then one last person is Brett. You, man, I appreciate you. Hopefully one day you and I can meet and you know, have a couple cold ones if you drink. But yeah, you're always commenting on my videos, and you're always just being awesome, and I love your energy, your positivity. Thank you very much, man. Like I said, hopefully we meet one day, and I appreciate the follow. Yeah, just the support. You know, I don't want to call people my fans or my followers. It's really just people that support the channel and support me, and I really do enjoy, and I love that. So thank you very much. So yeah, let's get on with this video. So I've done a review on this, it's called Long Shot Fabrication, which it's a couple $100. When I bought it last year, it was a couple $100. I think it went up like 25, 30 bucks, something like that. And I reviewed it, and for the $200 shipped, seemed like a great deal. So that's exactly what we're going to be using to short bed the whole frame. Now this kit, you can find it at Brothers has it. I don't think PB Fab has one for the 67 to 72, but I know Brothers does. And that's the one my buddy used for his frame, but I'm gonna use the different one, but they tend, from what I'm seeing, to be almost identical. So let's get started on allocating this cutout bracket, and it'll tell you where the front and the back go, and let's just see if I can put it on there. So the actual template goes right here. So I'm gonna have to remove these rivets. I'm gonna have to remove the screw, and then I'm gonna have to clean this up a little bit just so I can fit the whole bracket right here. So when I'm cutting rivets, I usually like to start by like just making like a little cross around them. It just makes it easier. Once you're cutting, the pieces will start kind of falling apart. So that's kind of a little tidbit of advice that I have. Alrighty, this side is already put in. You do have to cut on this one. You do have to cut a little bit from the bracket on the bottom side right here, because of how this little lip comes down. It has it on the other side too. So it has it right there as well. You just have to cut a little bit from the template. It's not a big deal. But this side is essentially already on there, pretty spot on. Now we're gonna switch on the other side, take off the rivets that are there, and then secure it so we can actually cut it. Both sides are in now. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna reinforce this this cross member here with the jack underneath. And then I'm also gonna reinforce this side so it doesn't you know, flop or concave from one another. And then it should be pretty good. I have 2 jacks, so with that it should be cool. I'm gonna set up a couple jack stands, and then with just a regular jacks, I'm gonna hold up the other. So real quick, just showing how I'm gonna set it up and secure it. I have the jacks here so it doesn't go down this one when I cut over here, and then I have the cross beam and the jack on this side. That cross beam is super clutch because now I'm gonna be able to walk in the back end and screw it onto the front of the frame. So it should be easy. I want to set up my tripod so I can show how I did it, or I'm gonna do it. So one quick thing I did not do that I got to do real fast is drill these holes out. That's where the C channel on the inside is gonna go and grab it together. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that on both sides, but I did not want to miss that step. So I'm gonna do one side at a time, and here we go. Wish me luck. I was able to cut this side, now I'm going on that side. Put in the C channel how the kit calls for it. This is gonna connect here, and then it gets all welded together. They did a slash here so you can weld on the inside and connect both of them. And then on this side, I kind of created a little support with my other jack, so it doesn't tilt forward, and it gives me that support. So it's pretty much apart. Now I just gotta walk this or screw the back and then just walk this forward. This does move, so it'll make it super easy for me just to push it and get it in there. All right, everything is kind of already in place. I just got to make sure I walk it in correctly. So that fell off. So he came, he's gonna, you know, he's a fucking professional. So he's gonna inspect my welds basically. He's gonna open up the cut a little bit so I can really get in there and get a solid weld in there. Exactly. Obviously, he does industrial, so this is like a cakewalk. This is nothing to him.
Yeah,
so
we're gonna open up, get a root opening.
There you go.
Right here. Get it opened up a little more so we can get a good fusion weld in there.
Perfect.
Work our way down.
Yeah. And he is the one who taught me how to weld, so all the panels and shit, he's actually taught me. But with something like this, I kind of want him to be, you know, inspected and give it the okay. So, yeah, so I'll show you guys what he means after he kind of brings them down a little bit, and then when we get to welding, and then I'll show that as well. Type of heat that our power we were pulling with the house, it popped the breaker, but luckily my buddy, like I said, professional, and that's right, baby, America. All right, so my boy right here, Gilbert, right here, God damn, look at that, beautiful.
Got the MIG one down.
Yes, right. Look at that. Yeah, we had to use his because I don't have the power for it or the load for it.
Yes.
But yeah, it looks beautiful, man. Look at that. There you go. And on the inside there's a slit like that. Yeah. Should we just leave it or?
No, we can weld it.
Probably weld it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
or at least throw some tacks.
Yeah. Well, yeah, exactly.
Hold the plate in just in case the bolts ever shear. Just say, are they come loose for any reason?
Right.
We'll just, when you're done welding that side over there, we'll just clean it up in here with the wire wheel.
For sure. All right, so I guess it's my turn.
Your turn.
Alrighty, so I was able to get this all welded up. I'm gonna grind it down so it just looks flush. You won't even be able to notice. And I am gonna keep these just for security. You just never know. Also on the inside, I am gonna finish off, but not right now. We're gonna go ahead and move on with the shortening. So this next piece right here is reallocating, getting rid of this. This was the bed mount where it would, lay here, and we no longer need that. And we are going to be reallocating this mortar mount 12 inches down here. So this next coming up part is going to be for C20 guys, and I'll explain why. So now let's remove these two things here. That, which is again the bracket where the bed bolted down, and this cab mount. We're gonna reallocate it, but first we gotta take that off. Here I went on and just shaved off the weld, and it looks like you can't even tell where the cut is at. So for a lot of you people that are afraid of cutting a long bed to a short bed, if you do it right, you won't even be able to tell. So you won't even be able to tell that it was cut. Some people are gonna say it was cut here, but you can't really tell. Obviously it's cut here because you did it and you went diagonal. So this is kind of how it looks. It looks beautiful. Like I said, can't even tell once, I'm gonna work it a little more, but even like this. C20 guys, this one's for us. Okay, so this is what I was talking about. The rear cab mount is right here. It comes from here, right? C10 versus the C20 mount. The C10 mount is a little higher, closer, more flush to the rail. But the C20, because of the cushion, it from factory, it comes like about an inch or so lower. Okay, the C10 guys, you don't have to worry about this. Your rivets are going to be aligned to the kit, and you're just going to be able to use the rear mount, the rear holes, to make your new spot. The C20 guys, this is what I'm talking about. You see how these are the original holes where our cab mount goes. So these are the C10 holes. Ours sit lower. All you have to do for the C20 guys that are converting is just line up where the holes came up and then punch it in, and then do yourself the two holes, and then from there you can bring it back. Alrighty, so I didn't really drill out the holes. I just kind of made a kind of a drawing of where I'm gonna follow. So now that they're there, I know I come here and I align them. There we go. So I line them here, and these are gonna be the front. These are gonna be the front of your new holes. So you should be good from there. So now, as you guys can see, using these, I moved over the front of what's going to be the cab mount, which if you use the C20, it'll now go there, and then you can use that to drill the ones in the back. However, I do have the C10, a true C10 cab mount, so that's why I went up higher there, and I was able to use that. So I have them over at my dad's house. I'm gonna go get them so I can finish the whole thing. But for now, that's how you do the cab mount. And then from there, you can just screw it in. It goes, you can start a 1/8 drill bit just to start a little pilot. And then I believe it's a 5/16 hole you drill there. And then boom, you're set, ready to go. Now, let's move on to the back and how you take care of that. Alrighty, so the whole mount situation is good now. We go to the back. So with the same thing, with the B pointing back, going towards the end of the frame, and the F going to the front of the frame, you grab this edge and you align it to the back of the frame, and you cut along this line. Now that when you cut, that's going to be the end of the frame. That's going to be the new end of the frame. And you want to essentially move this hole here and mark that, because that's what's going to be the new location where your bed sits, and you put that long bed screw that holds the bed down. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, mark it, and then cut it out, and then we should be ready to go. That's pretty much it. This kit does have where you can drill out holes for, I believe it's the bumper support. But this one here, this frame, my frame already comes with those holes drilled out. So, you know, it is a C20 frame. However, the holes for the mounts are already there. So it just kind of goes to show different frames. They all have just little differences and similarities, but for the most part, 95% of how the frame looks or whatever is kind of the same, except with a couple little bits and pieces here where, you know, certain things go either higher, lower, or a little offsetted between the C10 and C20. So yeah, that's kind of it. All in all, just want to say it was a great kit. I would definitely do it again. I would definitely buy it again, and I will definitely recommend it. It's half the price of the ones out there from other companies, and it does the exact same thing. So shout out to Long Shot Fabrication for an excellent kit. Keep doing good work, guys. And I did reach out to him, and he definitely responded. So thank you for the great customer service. I'm not gonna, you know, the other side, you guys know what's going, you know, how to go ahead and do that. So I'm not gonna do that, but definitely that's kind of the way it works. I'm gonna go ahead and end the video here, and I hope you guys enjoyed. Click like, subscribe, stick along, or stick around. This project is only getting better and a lot more fun. So yeah, appreciate every single one of you guys. Thank you very much.